The forbidden dance became their sanctuary, a place where they could be free, and where the strength of their bond was reaffirmed with each move they made. Their love story had evolved into a symbol of defiance against the barriers that society had erected. It was a testament to the unyielding nature of love, a force that could not be confined by tradition or expectation. They realized that their love could inspire change, not only for themselves but for their families and communities as well. As they continued to dance in the shadows, they began to dream of a world where love could conquer all, where the rift between their families could be healed, and where the forbidden dance could one day be celebrated openly, a symbol of unity rather than secrecy. In the episodes ahead, Jamar and Aaliyah will face even greater challenges as they navigate the treacherous path of love and defiance. The forbidden dance may be their secret, but their love is a beacon of hope that cannot be extinguished, no matter the obstacles in their way. Episode 4, Community Divided. The rivalry between Jamar and Aaliyah's communities escalates, causing violence and division. The young couple becomes a symbol of hope for peace, but they are torn between their love and the responsibility to bridge the divide. Chapter 10, The Tensions Escalate. As the whispers of the forbidden dance and the love between Jamar and Aaliyah spread, it ignited a powder keg of long-held grudges and deep-seated animosity between their communities. The rivalry escalated, and the simmering tensions boiled over into violence. Fights broke out in the streets, once friendly neighbors now turned into bitter enemies. The picturesque backdrop of Jamaica became marred by the scars of division. The local leaders of both communities, rather than working to find common ground, fueled the flames of hatred, using Jamar and Aaliyah's relationship as a rallying cry for their respective sides. The lovers found themselves at the center of a storm, torn between their love for each other and the responsibility they felt to bridge the divide. Their love story, once a symbol of hope, was now a catalyst for chaos. Chapter 11, A Beacon of Hope. Jamar and Aaliyah realized that their love had the potential to heal the wounds that ran deep within their communities. They decided to use their love as a beacon of hope, a symbol that transcended the divide. They reached out to the local leaders, imploring them to see the beauty in their love story and the possibility of unity. With determination and a shared vision of peace, they organized a joint event that would bring both communities together. It was to be a celebration of Jamaican culture, a tribute to the island they all loved, and an opportunity for dialogue. The hope was that by focusing on their shared heritage, they could begin to mend the rift that had plagued their families for generations. Chapter 12, Love and Responsibility. The joint event was a success, but it was not without its challenges. It brought the communities together, but old prejudices and resentments still lingered. Jamar and Aaliyah were celebrated by some as heroes of unity, while others saw them as a threat to tradition. As they navigated their roles as symbols of hope, Jamar and Aaliyah grappled with the weight of responsibility. They wanted to love each other freely, but they also felt the duty to their communities, to ensure that their love could help mend the divide rather than deepen it. Their journey had become a balancing act, where they had to honor their love while also recognizing the complexities of the world around them. The episodes ahead would test their resilience and determination as they continued to bridge the gap between their families and communities, all while holding on to the love that had brought them together. Episode 5, Rising Tides. As the tensions between their families reach a breaking point, Jamar and Aaliyah make a difficult decision to leave their homes and try to start anew. They face the challenges of forging a life together, far from their family's influence. Chapter 13, Breaking Point. The simmering tensions between their families and communities had reached a breaking point. Despite their efforts to bring people together, the divide had grown deeper, and violence continued to erupt. Jamar and Aaliyah felt the weight of the world on their shoulders, and they knew that their love was at odds with the expectations of their families. One fateful night, as they lay in each other's arms under the star-studded Jamaican sky, they made a heart-wrenching decision. They decided to leave their homes and attempt to start anew, away from the toxic influence of their family's rivalries. It was a painful choice, one that would separate them from the places and people they had known their whole lives, but they believed it was the only way to protect their love. Chapter 14, The Journey Begins. With a heavy heart, Jamar and Aaliyah embarked on a journey into the unknown. They left behind the picturesque backdrop of Jamaica, with its vibrant landscapes and rich culture, and set off in search of a place where they could build a life together free from the shadows of the past. Their journey took them to a remote village on the far side of the island, where they hoped to find a welcoming and open-minded community. They faced numerous challenges, from finding employment to adapting to a different way of life, but their love was their guiding light. Chapter 15, The Struggle and the Hope. Life in the new village was not without its hardships. Jamar and Aaliyah faced financial difficulties and encountered the prejudices of those who couldn't understand their love or the sacrifices they had made. But their love had already weathered countless storms, and it continued to shine brightly in the face of adversity. Over time, they managed to carve out a life together, nurturing their relationship and nurturing the dream of a Jamaica where love and unity could prevail over division and hatred. They kept in touch with their families, hoping that distance and time would help heal the wounds they had left behind. In the episodes ahead, Jamar and Aaliyah's journey will take unexpected turns as they continue to build their life together and strive to bring about the change they had dreamed of. Their love story serves as a testament to the enduring power of love and the hope for reconciliation and unity in the face of even the most formidable challenges. Episode 6, Return to Roots. Jamar and Aaliyah realize that they can't run from their past forever. They return to their communities to try and heal the rift, even as their families struggle to accept their decision to be together. Chapter 16, A Calling Home. Jamar and Aaliyah had built a life together in their new village, but the pull of their roots was too strong to ignore. They couldn't run from their past forever, and they knew that true healing and reconciliation required facing their families and communities once more. It was a difficult decision, but they felt a calling to return home and try to bridge the divide that had separated their families for so long. As they made their way back to the places they had left behind, they felt a mixture of anticipation and anxiety. They were determined to stand up for their love, to show their families and communities that love could indeed transcend differences. Chapter 17, The Unwelcome Return. The return home was met with mixed reactions. While some family members were willing to listen and consider the possibility of reconciliation, others remained staunch in their opposition to Jamar and Aaliyah's relationship. The wounds of the past were still fresh, and many had not forgotten the pain that had been inflicted upon their families. Jamar and Aaliyah faced not only the challenge of convincing their families to accept their love, but also the skepticism of their communities. They were seen as outsiders, and their return was met with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. Chapter 18, Love's Triumph. Jamar and Aaliyah's journey to heal the rift was a difficult one, but they approached it with determination and an unwavering belief in the power of love. They engaged in countless conversations and heart-to-heart talks, and even brought their families together to share their love stories. As time passed, slowly but surely, the barriers began to crumble. Their families, while still cautious, started to see the sincerity and depth of the love between Jamar and Aaliyah. Their communities began to recognize the possibility of unity and reconciliation that their love represented. Jamar and Aaliyah's love story was a testament to the transformative power of love and the willingness to bridge divides that had plagued their families for generations. In the episodes ahead, they would continue their efforts to mend the rift and inspire change, not just within their families, but within the hearts of their communities. Their journey was a beacon of hope, a reminder that love could indeed conquer all, even the most stubborn of divisions. Episode 7, Love Conquers All. The two families finally come to terms with their love, realizing that their happiness is more important than their differences. Jamar and Aaliyah's love story becomes a catalyst for change in their communities, bringing them together in unexpected ways. Chapter 19, A Glimmer of Acceptance. After relentless efforts, heart-to-heart conversations, and shared experiences, both Jamar and Aaliyah's families began to see the genuine love and commitment that existed between them. The barriers that had once divided their hearts started to crumble, making room for understanding, acceptance, and ultimately forgiveness. At a heartfelt gathering, where the two families came together to break bread and share stories, a moment of clarity occurred. Tears were shed, apologies were made, and the wounds of the past began to heal. It was a turning point, the beginning of a new chapter where love was allowed to flourish and be celebrated, and differences were embraced rather than shunned. Chapter 20, A Catalyst for Change. Jamar and Aaliyah's love story had evolved into a powerful catalyst for change within their communities. Inspired by their journey, individuals from both sides started to connect on a deeper level, realizing that the divisions of the past had only brought suffering. The couple's dedication to bridging the gap between their families served as an example for others who had been caught in the crossfire of long-standing feuds. Jamar and Aaliyah's story offered hope to those who believed in the possibility of a brighter future where unity, understanding, and love could prevail. Chapter 21: Love's Triumph. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, it became clear that love had conquered all. Jamar and Aaliyah's love, once considered forbidden, had not only flourished but had also become a unifying force that mended the rift in their communities. The picturesque backdrop of Jamaica, once scarred by division and violence, had now become a symbol of unity, diversity, and love. Their story showed that love could indeed transcend differences, that it could bridge gaps that seemed insurmountable, and that it had the power to heal even the deepest of wounds. In the episodes that followed, Jamar and Aaliyah continued to be the beacons of hope and reconciliation in their communities. Their love was a testament to the enduring power of love, not only to conquer adversity but also to inspire change and bring people together in unexpected and beautiful ways. Episode 8: A New Beginning. In the series finale, Jamar and Aaliyah, along with their families, celebrate their love with a grand Jamaican wedding that unites their communities. Island Love Chronicles ends on a hopeful note, showcasing the power of love and unity in overcoming adversity. Chapter 22: The Grand Jamaican Wedding. The sun-drenched shores of Jamaica set the stage for a grand and joyous occasion. Jamar and Aaliyah's love, once fraught with challenges, had now become a beacon of hope and unity for their families and communities. It was time to celebrate this love with a grand Jamaican wedding that would unite not only their hearts but also their communities. Under the shade of towering palm trees, with the gentle rhythm of reggae music in the background, Jamar and Aaliyah exchanged their vows. Their love was a testament to the power of unity, and their families stood by them, wholeheartedly embracing their relationship. The vibrant colors of Jamaica, the laughter of their families and friends, and the love that enveloped them made their wedding a memorable celebration of love and reconciliation. Chapter 23: A New Beginning. As Jamar and Aaliyah sealed their love with a kiss, the picturesque backdrop of Jamaica bore witness to a new beginning. The once divided communities had come together to celebrate this union, and it was a moment of triumph and transformation. The island that had once been marred by division and hatred was now a symbol of unity, diversity, and love. It was a powerful testament to the enduring power of love, to bridge gaps, heal wounds, and inspire change. Island Love Chronicles ended on a hopeful note, showcasing the transformative power of love and unity in overcoming adversity. Jamar and Aaliyah's love story was a reminder that when two hearts are bound by love, they can conquer any obstacle and inspire others to do the same. Island Love Chronicles is a heartwarming miniseries that explores themes of love, family, tradition, and the strength of the human spirit. It showcases the rich culture and landscapes of Jamaica while telling a captivating story of love that transcends boundaries and brings people together.